What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? Here we are, OnyxCoin at about 1.67 cents. Looking like we're going to go down. The inevitable price that I'm expecting us to go to from a low to a high here is something around 1.48 to 1.4 cents. If we take the overall low to high here as well, our 0.5 is right there in between the zones. So something around 1.43 cents all in all. That's the expectation. When do I expect this to happen? Well, if we're looking at the daily RSI, oops, I forgot I had this. I'll show you guys what this is in a second here. Oh, it's not for the daily though. It's for the weekly. We'll get rid of that right now, and we'll put it on the weekly in a second. The daily RSI looks postured to the downside. We are around the 40, and it's very common to bounce from the 40. However, I think we're more likely about to break down. I mean, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, you guys, rejecting the 50 time and time again, we're living below the 40. It just looks like we're asking to get back into the oversold zone. So I really don't think that we're going to move up from here. The 1-hour RSI looks like it's sloping over, right? We're living below the 50 every chance we've had to get. We even showed the strongest readings that we've seen throughout this whole kind of downtrend on the 1-hour, at least consistently here, and we did nothing with it. Now we're just below the 50, looking like we're going to go down to the oversold zone again. I would expect today is a red day, and I actually really do expect that over not just by the end of today, but over the coming days. I expect that maybe in the next 2 or 3 days we will see prices resolve themselves. I think we're going to pick up the pace to the downside a little bit here. It's been a very slow, drawn-out maneuver here, but we are at a breakout point, and that could encourage the price to pick up the pace a little bit. We might get a few days that look like this that take us right down to that 1.43 cent area. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. There's a reason why OnyxCoin is my biggest bag, you guys. I think this thing's got a lot of potential, and from here, from the current price, let alone from where it's going to go. Hold on. I'm talking about this. From the current price, from a high to a low, the expectation right now by the end of this endeavor, by the end of June, if not very early July, the minimum target is about a 9.4x from here. Again, I said the minimum target. The minimum expectation I personally have, who am I? What is that worth? We've just done analysis on this thing day in and day out for the past, I don't even know how many months now, over a quarter of a year. We've been doing analysis day in and day out. We've become very familiar with this chart. Anybody who's been watching these videos every step of the way, you know why 15 cents, 15.7 cents is pessimistic at best. It's pessimistic. We've run the charts too many times, and nobody knows the future. Anything can happen, but the XCN versus Bitcoin chart is very suggestive that we would not stop here, but at a minimum, we would see prices around 20 cents or more. I did a video recently comparing XCN to Bitcoin instead of USD, and being pessimistic, staying at a minimum kind of idea, we hit 30 cents, which 30 cents is right here between 26 and 32. It's right between the 1886 and 200. And you know what's funny, guys? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but this has been an area that we've been considering really throughout this whole time, right? As far as the next phase up goes, it's been an area we've really strongly been considering, is this area here. And only recently have I noticed a handful of cryptos, right? Cryptos that I pay attention to, cryptos that I don't normally talk about, whatever. I just do analysis. When I'm bored, you guys, I'll go through. I will literally, I don't know what you guys do when you're bored. You play video games, you're on your phone, you're doing reels, and I do stuff that's pointless too. I'm not productive all the time, that's for damn sure. But when I'm bored, I literally will just go through all kinds of different coins that I've never heard of or that I have heard of before that I haven't looked at in a while. I'll do analysis on them. And what I've found recently is that there's a trend that a lot of cryptos seem to be respecting, either as support, they're coming down and finding support at their 1886, or as resistance. In this case, the 1886 to 200 level is something that I've noticed has been a personality shift in the markets. I don't know why, but for crypto specifically, I've noticed this too. So 26 to 32 cents, this is where I think we're going to go. Minimum target from here, and I very much do mean it. I'm not joking, and I know it might sound like this is a lot, but it's the minimum target. From here at 1.67 cents is about a 9.4x. We're expecting this by the end of June, if not very, very, very early July, like the first week of July. And if you're not there, and you probably won't be there, you're likely going to be higher. We're looking at a target, something, this is what I would expect personally, around about a 15x from the current price to about a 19x from the current price. This is what I don't expect to happen, but again, I don't expect this to happen, but I accept it as a possibility. I think that we could go higher. I don't think that we'd go all the way up to this fib here. Maybe, maybe not. That'd be a 30x or more. That'd be nuts from the current price, let alone if we go lower. But my expectation would be, again, 32 to 26 cents. If we go above that, I could see, a 40-cent target being reached for. Maybe we don't quite get there, but something that's just above a 20x, 23, 24x. I could see it happening. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I could see it happening. It's It's a possibility, right? And the only reason I say that is just because of the Bitcoin chart. And again, this chart's very valuable. It's going to help us out a lot. But I think the chart that we should pay attention to the most, as far as when we're determining where the high is for OnyxCoin on the next USD, on the USD chart, where the high is going to be as far as OnyxCoin is valued in US dollars, we should pay attention to the chart that compares OnyxCoin to Bitcoin. Because this thing last time, obviously, the top for the USD was the same top as the Bitcoin top as well. But where you stopped was perfect at the base of this range here. If we pay attention to when Bitcoin, or when OnyxCoin versus Bitcoin interacts with the base of this range here, I think that would be a very strong indicator that we're near the top, if not at the top, and that would be, regardless of what the price is, that'd be a good time to sell. We've plugged in this number, we've plugged in this minimum target here, given it a price that is appropriate for Bitcoin to have, multiplied it, and the price that we got at a minimum at a pessimistic level was 30 cents, guys. So if we were to see something that's less pessimistic on this chart, something that's a little bit more on the optimistic side or realistic, maybe XCN to BTC goes up here, it's very, very possible we could see something above 30 cents and maybe even in this zone around 40 cents. So now let's get to something that I think is kind of cool. It's an interesting perspective I was just playing around with earlier. Like I said, whenever I'm bored, I do charts, man. I don't know. I literally, whenever I first figured out that I can do, and anybody can do technical analysis. It's not like I'm a magician. When I found out I could do magic and shoot fireballs from my hands, no, it's not like that. It's just the first time that I made a chart and I played with TradingView, I knew, like, I feel like that was my moment where I'm like, this is what I want to do. I just want to do this. I'm obsessed. Like, I just want to do this. And genuinely, when I'm bored, even when I'm not bored, this is like what I do for fun. So I'm just like going through, doing some stuff for fun, looking at different perspectives, and we're looking at this on a weekly basis. This isn't the coolest thing. It's not eye revealing or jaw dropping, but it's kind of cool, right? This right here, this is my fib channel. Okay. You use the fib channel, you can get a channel going down. You can see that the weekly RSI here, this is the weekly RSI. It's clearly in a bullish trend. We are clearly in a bullish trend. And what made me want to use this channel was I'm looking at it, I'm like, if this was a parallel channel upwards, because it kind of looks like that, we're at the bottom ends of this trend. We're like, think about if you're in a bullish trend and you're at the higher low part. That means you've got all the path going higher to take you to the higher high to go. That's what this weekly RSI reminded me of. Looking at it here, we've got a pretty parallel channel going up from the lows to the highs, right? Pretty damn close. It's pretty perfect. It's pretty perfect, right? And you can see here, this is at the 100, this is at the 75%, this is 50%, this is a quarter, and this is 0. So it's divided in quadrants, right? Quadrants. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 zones, okay? We happen to be right now in the bottom zone of these 4 zones. We're absolutely going to go up higher, and we're going to see the overbought zone. Are we going to get to this last quadrant like we did last time? Probably not. I mean, this thing topped off at a 98. To get up here, you guys, we're going to be pushing 100 again. I mean, I doubt it. Maybe, maybe not. But we're definitely going to cross through a couple of quadrants at least and get into that overbought zone. The perspective I'm trying to offer is not so much where we're going to go, but where we are right now. Where we were back here, every single time we've been in these quadrants, these are the most ideal opportunities to buy OnyxCoin, and we're there now. Now, I don't think that it's going to be a long-lived experience like this. I very much do believe that we're on our way up, right? This is super bullish, and this is where we talk smack to the bears and the haters out there, because I had a couple comments recently. It's funny. It's funny how these guys come out of the woodworks. They come crawling out of their caves, and all we've done is move sideways. All we are is we're in the same price area that we were at 4 weeks ago. That's it. Where were you 4 weeks ago, though? But now you're out. You know what I mean? Now you're here. Even though we've been calling for the price to go down for the past week. And then the past week it has gone down. It's funny. It's really funny. But here's the thing for the bears and the haters out there. Because what I've noticed is a lot of people saying that this was a short squeeze. That's all this was. It's a pump and dump, and now it's going to zero. My question to you is, where's the dump? This is a hell of a pump and dump so far. I'm telling you, man. It's a hell of a pump and dump so far. Here's another one. I'll do you better. Ready? You look at the others chart. For those of you who know what the others chart is, it's the total crypto market cap, excluding the top 10 coins, right? We take that from the bottom that the market had on April 7th. The average coin grew about 41%. That's decent. 41% over a few weeks. That's nice. Good job. Right now, they're up about 28%. So 40% overall, 27% at the current price from the low. Okay? OnyxCoin by contrast, saw a 262% pump, of which it's still up 120%. The average coin moved up 40%, not even this high technically, and is down lower, right? So hell of a pump and dump if it is, hell of a scam if it is. And we're definitely retaining pretty damn well, right? Especially compared to a lot of altcoins, right? I think that this we're in really good positioning right now, you guys, to see some higher targets. I'm very much expecting that in a matter of time, no time at all, we'll see prices above this. I think that by the end of this month is when we'll get there. We were hoping that by the end of April, it was really looking like we were breaking out, but we had that turnaround. So we're figuring it out now. By the end of May, we go here. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if we are here by the end of May, absolutely 20 cents to 30 cents, that is still on the table. Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed in that perspective at all. We can move up in a very, very short amount of time, and I expect that we do. It's not going to be a straight line. It's not going to be a quick endeavor like that, but it will be volatile along the way. We're at 1.67 cents now. I very much do believe that OnyxCoin has a little bit lower to go. You look at this 4-hour RSI, man, and it's brutal. It's pretty sad right now. And I guess, here we rejected the 50 zone 3 times. Here we've got our 1-2 third attempt here. On that third attempt, we went to the oversold zone, and you bounce right off this area. Here we're not in the oversold zone yet. My perspective I'd like to offer here is, even if we were to go to the oversold zone and bounce like that, at that point the price is already breaking through. At that point we've already broken through. So short of a fake out happening, which could happen, we'll know it's a fake out because, not because it does this, but because it does this, like it'll rip super hard. If it's a fake out, we'll know. We'll definitely know. Trust me. I'll be FOMOing in. I'll be waking up at 2 in the morning and making a video on it if it's a fake out. Because we'll be going up immediately. Fake outs don't play around, man. They're supposed to catch you off guard. But likely what this interpretation implies is that if we're going to go down to the oversold zone, which I think we will, we're going to break out of this zone, and likely, as we normally do with the oversold zone, once you get into the oversold zone, that's just going to make us pick up the pace to the downside. So I really do believe over the coming days, over the next 2 to 5 days, by the end of this week, we'll have resolution down at this 1.4 to 1.5 cent area, find support down there, and then begin structuring ourselves back upwards. And the thing that I love the most about OnyxCoin is, after it finds its low, it recovers very fast. We'll be back at these prices. If it takes us 3 days to move down here, it'll take us 1 day to move back up. You know what I mean? And probably even through that. Like 1 day to move back up and pass where we are now, just in that same day. I don't have anything else that I want to say. OnyxCoin, I think, is a very good investment right now, and I think that has a lot of potential. Oh yeah, that was the one thing that I was trying to cover. I actually forgot about this. Was not just the potential here, right? Because we've gone over the potential here. The likely area, in my opinion, provides a 15x. But what if we go to the area that I'm expecting that we go to for support? What if we stop just below like 1.44 cents, right there? What if we just stop right there? That 15x turns into a 17, almost an 18x at that same level, right? 17.8x there, 15.3x. So that's a dramatic difference just for a little bit of patience. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but where I'm buying OnyxCoin whenever it drops, where I'm going to buy is just below 1.5 cents. So I'm going to start buying between about 1.49 to 1.44 cents, somewhere around there, above 1.43. And with the total accepted idea that it could go lower, and if it does go lower, I'm not going to sweat it. I might even buy more. Inevitably, we're going to go higher. I don't care where we bounce, but I'm not buying here. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. We'll see how it goes over the coming days. I'm expecting we'll get some resolution to the downside, and then we'll start to recover, guys, over the coming weeks, over the coming month and a half. Take it easy. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Oh, one more thing. Damn, I keep doing this. No, we'll save that for another time. Don't even worry about it. It's not worth looking at it right now. We'll look at it tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye.